Man, I'm over here studying for my episode tonight, but I just feel like I had to say a few words. I had to speak my truth, speak my mind. Because this past 24 hours, man, it's just really been like crazy. Just how people are totally celebrating a black man's downfall. And all we do is compete who has the most struggle, who go through the most shit, you know what I'm saying? And we all black. We all fighting white supremacy. But one win or one person being sent to prison or die is like a celebration. It's just what kills me is, for people to go against the grain or go against a decision, which I feel everyone's entitled to their opinion. But the moment you give your opinion, you automatically behind enemy lines. It's like you are forced to choose. If you a critical thinker and if you have common sense, then you're the enemy. And I just see a lot of people true colors. That's all I gotta say. There's no love lost. If you wanna unfollow me, unfriend me, whatever, you're welcome to do that. But I'm gonna call this out. Like, we got too much shit to be worrying about than one celebrity trial that's seen around the world and heard from around the world when it's babies getting killed, kids being sex trafficked, people getting shot by police and all this other stuff. Then some rappers, criminal case. And it just, when we will figure this out, they are using us against each other. When we go figure this out, when we go actually finally wake up and realize that we all we got. Just like I tell every black man, every black woman and child, I am not your enemy. When will we figure this out is that all we got is each other. They're already trying to take us out. They been trying to take us out. Before we was even born with the crack epidemic, a lot of us wouldn't even be here today. A lot of you 90s babies won't be here today, but have the nerve to be on this internet and just publicly make a fool out of yourselves. Publicly disrespectful. Publicly distasteful. Every fucking day. None of y'all doing stuff. None of y'all accomplishing your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, but have the nerve to criticize somebody who's not out here. You know what I'm saying? Because whether we like it or not, we all we got. You think your other counterparts cares about your neighborhoods or care about your communities and stuff? Like, we are our own worst enemy. We so dumb, we so afraid to attack the ones that we need to address and the ones that we need to demand respect from. It's so easy to come after each other. And then the moment when you feel like you're entitled, the moment you feel like, oh, we don't have protection, we don't have the love that we desire. Man, half of us don't even love ourselves. Love comes from within. If you love yourself, then automatically you're going to love other people. But we don't love ourselves. Just how we communicate with each other, how we engage with each other. And this is not just one gender thing, it's but all of us. It's all of us. And we just have to understand that. We have to get on the same page because they are using small shit to attack us and get rid of us. They don't like us being smart. They don't like us being boisterous. They don't like us being aware and just making sure that we get our priorities straight. Because one thing about us is that we are undefeated. They need us as much as we need them. But everybody else can get along. Every other race of people can get along except black people. Black people be the first ones to tear you down, be the first ones cheering your downfall. And I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck who don't watch the video, who unfriend me. I'm just really sick of the same bullshit. When we gonna stop falling for the okie doke? When we gonna stop being manipulated? When we gonna stop feeding into negativity? You know what I'm saying? In order for the plan to be successful, they will have your own people do it. You can ask Malcolm X that. Because black people will be the first to volunteer before the plan is successful, before the plan and the mission is accomplished. Black people will be the first to volunteer, especially when it's a black man. And nobody hunting or preying on black women. I love my sisters. Even when I get disrespected, even when I get called gay or you a white boy because you use proper English and this and that, I love my sisters regardless, because I came from a strong black woman. A woman who took care of all her kids. She had kids by the same guy who kept us in the same home, who went to work and went to school, sacrifice. No matter how many mistakes my mother made, she did what she was supposed to do. My mother, Alice Marie Alford, is the strongest black woman that I know. Even when we don't have our moments, when like me and my mom, like we have our moments when we disagree and we clash and this and that, but that's the only woman that I know that loves me unconditionally, while everybody else just wants what I got, who would never love me like my mom. And that's the message for all of us black men out here. Like, no woman is going to love you unconditionally like your mother. So don't disrespect your mother, love your mother. Hold her to a higher place, higher position. You know what I'm saying? That's why my mother will always be number one to me. But everybody else, you're guilty till proven innocent. Because like I said, it's just, when shit happens in these celebrities' lives, everybody make celebrity problems their problems. And everybody make it seem like it's more than what it is. But it's not. If anything, this is so small compared to the atrocities, the injustices that we face amongst people. So we just have to understand that all this arguing, all this bickering, all this, oh, if you don't agree with me, I'm cussing you out, I'm going to disrespect you. I'm going to disrespect not only your name, but your sexuality, your image, your reputation. All that needs to stop, because we don't put this amongst we put ourselves into like this higher standard compared to these people that's actually doing the harmful stuff. Like George Zimmerman can live peacefully, but I can't, grow, prosper, live a regular life because I think the American justice system is targeting us like they always have been. Because one thing about me, I've done my research, I've done my homework, and this is practically what they always do. So I'm not the exception. That's why I watch my back. That's why I stay to myself. That's why I haven't really been to no clubs or no bars, or why everybody think that's weird to be a homebody. Sometimes shit, you gotta stay at home. Home is safe compared to your living situation. If you're staying with people and living in a toxic or unhealthy environment, home is the best place to be, because when you outside, when you doing things, things happen beyond your control. But while you at home, while you live by yourself, you control that environment. You know what I'm saying? If you want peace, you got to stay at home. Because not being at home, my mama always told me, trouble lives outside your door. So just because you ain't out committing crime doesn't mean you can't be placed at the scene at the crime, or be at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, you gotta really understand the world that you live in and what position you play in this world. Like, we are mainly blamed for everything. We are mainly the number one suspect. Everybody else can have the benefit of the doubt, but we will always be blamed for everything. It's not my fault. A lot of people are losers. A lot of people don't want to apply themselves. But at the end of the day, I see the hypocrisy. I see the angry mob, the lynch mob. The internet is the new lynch mob. You know what I'm saying? It's just the same thing that's been happening like decades and decades. And they will have your body on display and be cheering. You know what I'm saying? Leaving body parts to take as souvenirs. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. But not only that, but they get you in the court of public opinion first, and then they will try you and have you guilty. But it's just funny because, like, the things, and just from my experience, because I had a chick tell me this, like, not gonna say no names, but a chick told me this, like, well, a few chicks told me this, like, the reason why I haven't or never gave you a chance because you're not a hood dude, you're not what I grew up around or used to. And I'm like, look, every black man don't have to be a hood dude. I'm never was a hood dude. I grew up in the hood, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knew I'm a sunny boy for life, but if anything, I always claimed my neighborhood, always claimed my origin, always claimed where I came from, but I wasn't participating in the activities. Only thing that I did wrongly was fist fight. Always got into fights, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't have to shoot nobody. I didn't have to stab nobody. I damn sure didn't have to rob anybody. I did little petty crimes and shit. But other than that, I didn't have to participate in those activities because that ain't what I wanted out of life. Because I didn't never want to go to jail. I didn't ever want to disappoint my mother. And my mother mean as hell and she was strict. So I didn't want her to beat my ass for doing stupid shit. Because I'm smarter than that. She always instilled in me that you are responsible for yourself. You can't be responsible for everybody else. And we just make just other people's problems become our reality. And that's why we fail. And that's why a lot of bad things happen, because we just expect for everybody to get it, and everybody isn't going to get it. Everybody isn't aware of what's happening. Like, I can't and I won't be responsible for how you turn out in life, because I can only control me. I can only work on my own demons. I can only pray for my own sins and repent on my own sins. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But It just seemed like nowadays it's just like what's the point of doing right, and what's the point of just trying to help people when those same people that you help will cross you, will snake you, lie on your name, lie on your reputation. You know what I'm saying? They would cheer your losses. They would cheer when you go through transgressions and shit. And it just ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? We need to understand that we are being targeted, we are being hunted, and we are being gunned down every day, shot in the back, stabbed in the heart, not physically but psychologically as well. You know what I'm saying? I can't and I won't save anybody. I ain't saving no more people. You know, because people will use you. People will take your kindness for weakness, and a lot of us just we are scared to be held accountable. You know, accountability should be on both parties, but it's always us. Why we always gotta be blamed? Like everyone's just I don't know. Just everybody just has this notion to have this imaginary world or live in a unparalleled universe when it comes to certain things. Cause I can only take blame for what I've done. And I haven't done as much evil as the people who came in this country and took it over. I ain't never had to do anything so harsh. If anything, I have worked for everything that I gotten, and I stay out the way. I don't bother nobody. I'm not a threat unless you a threat to me. It's never offense, it's always defense to me. But, you know, you just don't get no type of peace out here. You know, you don't get no type of support. You don't get no type of love unless it's something in it for those people. You're not considered a human being until you got bread, which is fucked up because it's a lot of people with good hearts. It's a lot of men that's has good hearts, and they're not even considered a man until they have a bag. Because people overlook a person's character over some money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, all we have is each other. When we would stop falling for the manipulation that the system and society is placing on our young people and even the older people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody isn't out to get them. I am not your enemy. I'm your brother. I'm your son. Older gentlemen and older ladies, I'm your son. I'm a part of the community. And once we figure this out, then we will be unstoppable. We will be untouchable. But we keep on falling for the same thing. Peace, guys.